It all began on a seemingly ordinary day in July 1947. The New Mexico desert, a place where the sky meets the earth in a seemingly endless expanse. William McBrazel was a man of the land. His days were filled with the rhythms of the desert, the tending of his livestock, and the quiet solitude that the expanse offered. Yet nothing could have prepared him for what he was about to discover. As the sun began its descent, casting long, eerie shadows across the barren terrain, Brazel stumbled upon a sight that defied explanation. It was as if a piece of another world had crash-landed in his backyard. The materials were unlike anything Brazel had ever encountered. They were lightweight, yet possessed an uncanny strength. Intricate symbols, seemingly etched with precision, adorned their surfaces. It was as if an alien language had been imprinted on the very fabric of this mysterious object. A chill ran down Brazel's spine as he examined the debris. What could this be? A fallen star? A military experiment gone wrong? Or something far more extraordinary? Questions raced through his mind as he realized he was on the brink of something monumental. News of Brazel's extraordinary find spread like wildfire through the arid expanse of the desert and into the heart of America. Initially, a sense of disbelief and curiosity gripped the nation. The U.S. Army Air Forces, eager to quell public speculation, issued a terse statement. The debris was nothing more than a crashed weather balloon. The official explanation was met with skepticism by many. A weather balloon, they argued, was an insufficient explanation for the strange materials and perplexing symbols. Whispers of a different reality began to circulate, carried on the wind of speculation. UFO, once relegated to the fringes of society, now became the subject of water-cooler conversations and late-night radio shows. The public demanded answers. The initial sense of curiosity had transformed into a fervent desire for truth. Protests erupted outside the Rosewell Army Airfield, a growing chorus of voices demanding transparency. The pressure on the military to provide concrete evidence was immense. Confronted with mounting public pressure, the Air Forces found themselves in a precarious position. The truth, whatever it was buried deep within the classified files. A decision had to be made: maintain the official narrative or risk exposing something far more extraordinary. In a stunning reversal, the Roswell Army Airfield issued a new statement. Gone was the mention of a weather balloon. Instead, a phrase that would echo through the annals of history was uttered: flying disc. The world held its breath. The impossible had become a reality, or so it seemed. As the dust settled on the initial shockwaves of the Roswell incident, a more sinister undercurrent began to emerge. Eyewitnesses, both civilians and military personnel, started to come forward with extraordinary tales. They spoke of enigmatic lights dancing across the night sky, of a craft unlike anything ever seen before descending from the heavens. Among the most compelling accounts were those of military personnel stationed at the Roswell Army Airfield. Some claimed to have witnessed the recovery of unusual objects and, most startlingly, the retrieval of non-human biological entities. These individuals, once pillars of authority and credibility, were now cast as pariahs, their stories dismissed as delusions or outright fabrications. The government's response was swift and uncompromising. Every claim, no matter how compelling, was met with denial and ridicule. The official narrative remained steadfast: a flying disc, nothing more. But the public was not easily swayed. The seeds of doubt had been planted, and they were growing rapidly. Decades have passed since that fateful day in Roswell, yet the incident continues to cast a long shadow. The official explanation, as hollow as ever, stands in stark contrast to the mountain of evidence, both anecdotal and circumstantial, that points to a far more extraordinary occurrence. The question lingers: what truly happened in the New Mexico desert on that summer day in 1947? Was it a mundane event, tragically misinterpreted? Or was it a watershed moment in human history, a contact with intelligence beyond our wildest dreams. The truth, if it exists at all, remains elusive, a tantalizing enigma that continues to captivate and confound. Perhaps the most profound aspect of the Roswell incident is not the answer, but the question itself. It forces us to contemplate our place in the universe, to wonder if we are truly alone. And in that contemplation, we find a sense of wonder, of possibility, that transcends the boundaries of logic and reason. Do you believe the Roswell incident is evidence of alien existence? If you're intrigued by unsolved mysteries and want to delve deeper, click the right video. But if you're more interested in the tragic story of an Amazon traveler who vanished without a trace, click the left video.